What's going on, guys? Steve Terra here. I wasn't gonna make a video so soon. I wanted to wait till all my stuff came in from Amazon and deep discount. But I got a stack of like 15 titles again, and I just want to get them put up on the shelves instead of sitting around on my nightstand. So I'm gonna show them off. But first, I'm gonna real quick. A lot of people, a few people on here, have been showing some of their prized possessions in their collection. So I think I'm going to start the video off instead of make it two because I'm having camera issues. I'm just going to make one longer video and show off one, two, three, four, five, the top five things in my collection. Um, I don't really go crazy with special editions or box sets or big bulky sets, but I have a few things that I like. A couple things that are out of print that are somewhat hard to find that I know of. Since the last time I checked, it might have changed. But the first one isn't a DVD that's hard to find, except for that it's one of my favorite movies of all time, The Night of the Living Dead. I'm a huge George Romero fan, and this is my first autograph I ever got. I never went to the conventions until I found George Romero going signing at one of the local ones, and I think this is the Dimension release. Yeah, the Dimension Extreme actually, I believe, and that's signed by George Romero. Again, growing up, big fan of his movies. Glad to have finally met him and got his autograph. Um, Next up is another movie. This might not be hard to find anymore. I'm not sure, but that's the uncut limited edition of Barricade, signed by Rain Brown and Joe Zazzo. Rain Brown is one of my favorite horror queens, modern ones. Just very underrated. You don't hear enough people talk about her movies. She was in stuff like Hundred Tears and The Beast and Psycho Holocaust. Definitely check her out if you haven't seen much of her stuff. Next up is a box set that I tried forever to find. It took me like 5 years to finally track it down. And I ended up finding it on talking to the guy from Diabolic DVD, and he got a set for me, which I appreciated. And that's the Violent Shit trilogy. Um, Not the greatest of films. I actually enjoy them. I think they're a lot of fun. The first one probably be my least favorite, and then the second and third one I enjoy a lot more. I actually haven't seen the fourth one in its entirety, but I do want to try to track that one down too. So yeah, that's the Violent Shit. Um, Next up is a DVD that I'm pretty sure is still out of print, and last time I checked, it went for a decent amount. That's Cannibal. One of my favorite STF films. It's just shot way too beautifully for its content. It's actually a very uncomfortable film, but it definitely fun, enjoyable watch. Definitely recommend it. It's one of those movies where you are glad you watched it, but you're not in too much of a rush to watch it again. So yeah. And lastly, for this little section of the video, I got I don't even know if this got a mainstream release. I got it earlier this year at a show at I believe Chiller Theater Conven, ChillerCon, whatever. And that's Heather's I Am Nancy. I got this the first weekend she was selling it, so I got number 3 out of 300. And this is one of the ones I'm glad I picked up. Again, I haven't even watched it all. Just I remember I bought it the same time I bought Never Sleep Again, which is like a 50-hour documentary on the series. So I got burnt out. If you want to visit and check this one out all in its entirety. But it's one of my lowest numbers I ever got. Like I said, she personally released it. So, and I haven't seen too many people with this. If you have seen this or if you know it has a mainstream release, let me know. Just curious. I guess I could do the research myself, but I'm lazy. Okay, now on to the update. I got one video game. The first 4 titles are from Amazon. It's the stuff they sent me so far. I still have quite not a lot, but I think 4 or 5 titles coming in still. First up is a PS3 game, is WWE 13. I grew up on wrestling. It's one of those habits I haven't kicked. I haven't played a game probably since the Genesis days, so it was $25. My niece is getting into wrestling now, so I figured it might be fun for a cheap price just to play around with her. And my only DVD on this update is Supernatural Season 7. I got it on DVD simply because the rest are on DVD, and my OCD likes things in order on myself, so I'll probably finish this out on DVD. I don't see me upgrading this. I don't see the point in upgrading most TV shows on Blu-ray. But yeah, Supernatural Season 7, which I'm kind of upset. Normally I buy Supernatural on Black Friday, and then I also get Mad Men on Black Friday. Unfortunately, there was no sales on Mad Men this year for the new season. Um, uh, The first Blu-ray that I got from Amazon is Pulp Fiction, which was $3.99, $4. I haven't seen this movie since it first came out, so definitely want to revisit it. I'm not a huge fan of his, but I do like his movies. I just think they're overrated. But yeah, can't wait to watch this. Like I said, I haven't seen it in years. And next up is probably my favorite Avenger movie, and it also now rounds out my collection for him, and that's Captain America. This is probably my favorite of the series, so I'm glad to finally have this and rewatch it since I haven't seen it since it was in theaters. Okay, now let me get this out the way. I went back to Walmart on Black Friday instead of Thanksgiving, and by Walmart, I think I mentioned in the first update that they put the movies out early on Thanksgiving and just let people buy them whenever. So it's kind of pointless waiting till 8 o'clock. I wish I knew that. I would have went earlier since me and my brother-in-law went, and I know he missed out on a lot of titles that weren't there still when we got there, but there was one title that I wanted. I knew they had a lot of copies, so I missed out on buying it. So I figured I'd go back and just see if they had it. And that's Hellboy 2, which they did. But then I noticed there was probably about 30 to 40 titles that were out on Friday night that weren't out the night before. So I ended up buying a few more, which I completely ridiculously overdid it this Black Friday. But I did get a lot of movies I wanted. And, then this is mostly upgrades that I'm going to be selling, but the 4 new additions to my library would be Percy Jackson and Olympian. I never even heard of this movie. My niece wanted to watch it, so I got it. I actually really enjoyed it. It's a kid's movie, or a teenager movie, whatever. It was cute. It has Sean Bean from Game of Thrones and the guy that dies in every fucking movie that he's in. So I'm a big fan of his, so I enjoyed that. And there are actually some big names in it. I actually picked up the books for my niece for Christmas because she liked it so much, and I'm trying to encourage her to read more. A movie I'm surprised I never owned, that's 300. I did see this in the theaters and loved it. For some reason, I just never added it to the collection for $4. You can't go wrong. And again, the last 2 and these next 2 are all $4. Actually, I think all these movies I've got so far were $4 in this update. Next up, Last of the Mohicans. I heard great things. I've liked Daniel Day-Lewis and pretty much everything he's been in. I did watch this when it came out, but I think I was like 10, so can't wait to revisit it and watch it properly. And I heard good things about the Blu-ray transfer for the most part. And this was an impulse buy. I own it on DVD, but this is the alternate cut, so I figured I'd check it out and see what the difference is. And I actually liked this movie. I got shitted on, but I thought it was decent for a mainstream release, and that's Red Riding Hood. Next up, to finish off this video, I'm going to go real quick because I pretty much just upgraded from my DVDs, and I got the Harry Potter collection on Blu-ray. Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, which is my favorite one when the series kind of took a darker turn. The Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, which is probably my most disappointing one just because I liked the book so much. I thought the movie was a letdown. The Half-Blood Prince, which is weird because for some reason these ones had slipcovers on them, which is now annoying me looking at them on the shelf and seeing one with a slipcover and the other one not, which I guarantee you I'm going to end up going online and trying to track them down. And Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. So yeah, that's my Blu-ray DVD game update again for Black Friday Part 2. I still got a couple more titles again from Amazon coming in. And I got a decent sized order from Deep Discount that I'm waiting on. Hopefully they don't take forever to get to me. That's more my horror, low budget goodness that I'm used to buying. So till then, probably have that video up. Hopefully by next Monday when I'm off. That way I can show off and get everything up. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to rate, subscribe, comment. Love talking to you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.